Smart cities is probably the future we are designing in real time by now. It's obviously an international challenge. So smart grids is the new border for our business as a DSO, distribution system operator, because without smart grids we won't be able to address and to tackle the challenges of the energy transition.
上海的城市精神，那16个字是海纳百川，追求卓越，开明睿智，大气谦和。上海成功申办2010年世博会以后，从政府到市民，大家都在一起在探讨，该如何使城市让生活更美好。
Shanghai now is putting lots of efforts trying to become a science and technology center with international impact. And also actually the Shanghai municipal government has already planned by 2020, the city is going to be partially smart. In my opinion, the best solution to transform the Shanghai city to a smart city, that's kind of a procedure gradually, because we know that Shanghai is a city with larger population and especially larger population density. So we couldn't just immediately to transform the city to the smart. Normally started from a demonstration project and then to say the effective and then gradually to deploy those technology to the city.
Shanghai, is a long history city, old city, starting from 1930s, So it's very difficult to totally build smart Shanghai. So we just, to focus on several areas, crucial areas first to solve a problem for Shanghai. Then step by step, we build the Shanghai into smart Shanghai.
"如果没有对城市的公共交通投入大量的精力、财力、物力乃至全社会的支持，那现在的交通状况，是可想而知的，可能也对大家的生活会造成更大的一些的影响。"
Shanghai is going through a drastic change at this moment. The government has just opened the power retailing market. It means for any private investor, including foreign investors, you are able to register and run a company which buys power and retail to individual clients or corporate clients. And this power can be green power such as PV or wind power, which is generated from power plants developed by yourselves. We are the link between more and more investors and PV power plant developers in China, and on the other side, the Chinese authorities and state grid and even the local subcontractors.
China has the highest goals for renewable energy in terms of the amount and the support financially, but also the biggest potential environmental improvements from deploying renewable energy. CEDAR makes it really easy for large corporations who own factories in China to procure renewable energy and to put solar on their rooftops. Everyday people in China, the big desire is for health. Health is one of the biggest challenges for people who live in here, and the thing that people most often think of when they're raising children and otherwise. And air pollution is what everyone's trying to work towards improving. So solar is one of the most concrete ways to do that, and other renewable energy solutions are following up to help support that.
China have committed to the world in the Paris Agreement. So I think it's time for China to take responsibility to develop green energy. I think solar energy must be more cost-effective and flexible. Our factory is around 400,000 kilometers, and the employees in this factory is around 2,000. The capacity of this factory is around 3 gigawatts per year. In France, the market will around 1 gigawatt.
If the people sit there, they know the detailed data from the power consumption, they can have a very good plan for how to consume this kind of electricity for their home.
At this moment, I can check my phone and download an app which is connected to a state grid. I can read my consumption figures of my house or my factory. They don't have to send a guy to knock my door and check my meter.
Smart meters is one of the most important and also basic device to transform to a smart grid. And then one goes to the next step by integrating lots of renewable energy, by increasing the electrical vehicles, energy storage systems, just to make the grid more flexible, more smart, more reliable.
Starting from 2 or 3 years ago, you can see more and more EV charging stations in Shanghai. As long as you have enough space, you can build a charging station which is in the north, in the desert, with very good irradiance.
Of course, in the future, you will be pleased if you can charge your car for free, thanks to the electricity which is coming from the roof of the factory where you go working and commuting every day.
Shanghai is very active in this field because Shanghai has the municipal budget of deploying 10,000 EV charging stations in the next few years.
For electrical vehicles, Shanghai city has already become the top 1 city in China or maybe even in the world, because by 2016 it already has around 100,000 electrical vehicles, which means pure electrical vehicles or hybrid electrical vehicles.
I can see more electric cars here in Shanghai than what I can see in an average city of Europe. The normal car have to pay for the plate a very big amount. If you have an electric car, you get the plate for free.
Shanghai 能够做到把历史与现代与时尚找到一个很好的一个平衡点的关键的所在，尊重历史，尊重文化，尊重发展，尊重所有新兴的事物和科技。
For me, Shanghai is already one of the most dynamic cities in the world. Over 30 million people living here, the most incredible metro system, I think over 600 kilometers of metro lines.
发达的轨道交通一定是给我们的生活是带来便利。上海整个地铁的运营公里数已经达到了617公里，然后它已经有367座地铁站和15条的地铁的运行的线路。
The changing face of the city is happening overnight. I mean, I leave the city for a few weeks and come back and it looks different. Really actually does happen in a few weeks.
Shanghai would be very different in the near future. You will see a greener, more smartly managed city especially on energy side.
I see it as a city which is going to be the capital of the green vision and the green investment.
This is a city that's going to be one of the most influential in the world because of the nature of international meets China and the mixture of talent and investment capital that's here.
上海是一个文化多元的一个海洋，就是吸纳。就我个人认为，上海它是一个重塑能力很强的一个城市。那么在与外来文化的交流融合当中，我们可以再创造出最为新颖的，然后能够适合上海这块土地和环境的一种新的文化来。
Everything we are doing now has to think about the next generation. So we are making everything smart. We want to protect the earth, we want to reduce the carbon oxide, we want to make the city become more friendly, environment friendly for the next generation. That's very important.
We are all motivated by our future generations and we want the best for what will to become. Frankly, China is doing a great job as of late to create the ecosystem to allow that innovation to happen.
All these technological breakthroughs is shifting the picture of the country of China and also the world. Getting back to China like 10 or 20 years, you would never imagine the smart way of life in China. And I believe this kind of change in lifestyle, in the end, it will fuse the whole world into a global village because the technologies make every 2 points in this world reachable in a second, less than a second. And in the end, it will forge a lifestyle which is more sustainable, which is more humane, and which is more meaningful for the mankind.
我们能够把对这个城市的未来的宜居，为我们下一代的安全舒适的生活，能够从现在来讲，我们做出更大的努力和贡献的话，如果我们能够把自己的幸福的这样一个观点，能够建立在他者对这个城市的感受的话，那我相信他无论在世界各地，在任何地方，都会觉得他所生活的这个城市是幸福的，是宜居的。